Hello everyone, Shroomworks here. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play The Forest. A few things have changed around here. Noticeably, all the trees that are growing, which is nice. Gives us a nice view. And of course, another patch has been released, reworking the stats page a little bit further. Now we have decimal points, as well as these little arrows. Here you can see weight is increasing, strength is decreasing. I've accidentally lost some weight, I don't know how I did it, but it's working. Athleticism, strangely enough, is not 1 anymore, but 36.2, which is something I have yet to get used to. Cannibals have been reworked as well, or rather their exploration AI. Late game, they change the AI. Now, the way I understand this is that players that have already fought off a large group of cannibals won't get attacked anytime soon again. Previously, they would get swarmed by them, basically. And I have the suspicion that we are going to see a lot more activity here. As you can already see with the bloodied katana, I already had my run-in with the local populace. And I'm fearing for the fort. It's not the safest currently. And I've changed it up a little bit. I've put up 2 effigies. I hope I can put some heads and some arms and some legs on it to make it more fancy. Let's open up. I've started working on the inner structures. Problem is, I still can't reliably lay down a custom foundation, a custom floor. I have been thinking about tearing down these walls again and make it custom foundations. Custom foundations, of course, work, but as you can see here, with the door open, I wouldn't be able to get inside this room anymore. I've planned to have something in these rooms, maybe a bed or something like that, or maybe storage or rabbit cages, something like that. But it's not really working. Not really working out for me. So I guess I will tear this down, I will tear this walkway down, and instead of having these walkways, which I've currently made out of stairs and custom foundations, I might decide to use buildings instead. Useful buildings such as a storage, a rabbit breeding ground, the personal home, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I have yet to decide what to do. And as I said, I'm fearing for our fort, and that's why today's episode is going to be all about defenses. And for defenses, we have traps. We can make a Molotov wire trap, but this is a one-time use. We would need to prop it up again with a Molotov and all of that. We got explosive fire traps, leaf pile traps. We've got the awesome deadfall trap, but it won't work against cannibals that run. They usually trigger it and don't get killed, which is pretty lame, to be honest. Then we have the rope string trap, which is pretty awesome, to be honest. And then we have the happy birthday trap, a personal favorite of mine. Costs a lot of sticks to build, though. So the cheapest would be the deadfall trap, but as I said, cannibals that are running are usually not get killed by it. I've had several rows of these in another save game of mine, and a cannibal would run through 3 of them before I get caught in the 4th. So I had 3 wasted traps. The happy birthday trap only works on 1 cannibal at a time, but is a surefire way. So I think we're gonna go with the happy birthday traps. Okay, the way we are setting them up is most definitely one here at the wall. And we need to turn that around. The stick has to face us. Let's place it down. Hello? Can I please? Thank you. And 4 logs. Good thing is I have stacked up on logs quite a lot. I've built myself 2 big log holders over at the cabin to make sure we've got enough logs for this. And I'm constantly hearing footsteps. Not a fan of that. Last run-in with the cannibals was not exactly peaceful, if you know what I mean. Since we've already been caught by 2 skinnies, I'd rather not being caught by any more, especially not mutants. At least not until I'm ready. So, another happy birthday trip, once again. Here at the wall. Place that down. Gonna grab some logs and then I will have to grab some sticks. Speaking of sticks, they have now changed how the log cart works. Let me demonstrate this real quick. Now, you can cycle with R, if I had anything, what you want to place on the log sled here. So no longer, what's it called? I no longer have to equip a stone or a stick if I want to store it. I can just cycle through, which is a great thing. Okay, we need sticks. By the way, I've made a lot more fire arrows, just in case. I'm getting actually paranoid here. More sticks, more heads. Speaking of heads, I've made some lights around the fort. Each door has one, though I'm probably gonna end up tearing them down, since everything will have to change eventually. Still need 16 more. Jesus Christ. I might wanna go into log paradise for this. Stick paradise, I mean. As you can see, I've made some big log holders here. Usually, you place down a small log holder, like this one. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. A log holder. Place it down. Go to the blueprint and press R. Pressing R again makes it small again. Same goes for the stone and the stick holder. You can enlarge them if you want to. Or if you need to, if you have that much. Okay. Let's see if the coast is clear. Looks like it. By the way, good way of crossing the river is jumping on this rock here. Then on this rock and on the other side. Same way back. There's a high chance we're running into cannibals here. So we want to make this as fast as possible. That should be 20. Good. That way, the red paint is not going to be washed off. Just so you know. I'm constantly watching over my shoulder now. Don't want to get sprung at, especially not from the skinnies. They're the ones that show up most often here. By the way, if you lose weight and want to gain weight, eat when you are not prompted to. Eat when there is a little bit of space in your stomach. And best thing in order to gain weight is to eat these snacks, the snickerdoodles. Okay. There we go. Second trap is armed. There's another way to keep the buggers away from your walls, and that is defensive spikes. You can place them, for example, into little parts like this, where no trap fits in. That'll keep them at least somewhat away from the walls. Let's see if I can do the same here. I suppose not. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna put this one up more front as well. Like this. Just to make it a little bit more even. 9 locks. The spiked walls, I think, do no damage, but do keep them away. Well, I guess that is something that has yet to be seen. I've usually never used them, personally. I just read that they seem to be rather amazing at keeping cannibals at bay. Okay, let's go get the lock sled. And by the way, if you wonder how I got the lock sled up here, if you remember, I can't drive with the lock sled up front, right? It's stuck. However, it does work if I go backwards. Just so you know, that works too. You don't have to make ramps necessarily. Okay, that's it. 11 locks. I wish they would change it to 12. That way I could chop down 3 trees that drop 4 locks each, and I wouldn't have to go back for the single lock that I left behind. It would be so much more convenient. Okay. Well, it doesn't hurt me. That's a good thing. By the way, the good thing is, the deadfall traps and the good morning traps, the happy birthday traps, only use 1 stick in order to be reset. So if a cannibal triggers it, you just need a stick in order to reset it. And they are pretty much insta-kill, so they are definitely worth having. And I think I didn't collect enough locks. Just a thought. And that bug is still there. Switching to the Blaine Axe. It sometimes does that, and it's quite annoying. Oh yeah, by the way, watch out when you move around your own traps, you can trigger them too. I'm gonna make another happy birthday trap. Gonna put that right on the edge. Let's see, here would be nice. Can I get? Thank you. I need 4 more logs. That's another thing that I find a little bit annoying. That you have to wiggle the camera around until you see these the building prompts. You know what? Gonna stay here. Gonna chop down these stick trees. And gather the sticks here. And if I have to, I go back to Stick Paradise. Initially, in this episode, I wanted to get the Repriever and the chainsaw. However, the recent patch changed everything, and now we are stuck building defenses. I think that's a good thing to learn too. After all, walls alone won't protect you, because walls fall down eventually. Especially when an armsy is there. There we go! And we could actually build another one of these spikes right here. And to make sure I know exactly how many logs I need, I'm gonna cancel this one. I hear that it gave me some logs back, but who knows where they have landed now. I think the problem with the custom floors is that they get confused with the custom foundation. I've seen it snap onto the foundation, which doesn't really make sense, to be honest. I hope that is something that is going to get patched sometime soon. Okay, getting dark. Back to the cabin. The rabbits have been busy breeding. I've got 6 of them now. Good rabbits. Speaking of which, I wanted to make myself some rabbit boots. So, rabbit, I'm sorry, but I need your skin. And your meat. At least the kill animations for the rabbits is not as brutal as in the Long Dark. I felt bad for the rabbits that were killed. Okay, so we've got 2 rabbit fur, we've got 1 rope, we need at least 1 more, 2 ropes. And I need 1 more fur. Sorry, bunny. This is for the greater good. Okay, 2 ropes and 3 fur. And we equip them. Now we've got rabbit fur boots. They will muffle our sound, making us even more stealthy, which is a good thing. So let's sleep. Eat and drink. Let's see how things outside. Calm. That's a good sign. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and gather some more logs and sticks, and I'll see you when I'm done with that. We can build more defenses. Okay, so far so good. I've been gathering several logs. I've built a couple more traps and spikes here. I think I would like to have a second layer of defenses after all. And I think I'm gonna go with the deadfall traps. They might not work 100% of the time, but eventually they do get the job done. So let's put that up I'd say like this. Don't need much for it anyway. 3 sticks, 3 logs. That's good. Let's place a couple down. And what happened here? Did you spawn in my... Yes, you did. Place that here. Not too close to the happy birthday trap. But close enough. I think having some additional protection on the spike walls themselves would be nice too. So let me get this properly here. Maybe like this. Maybe that'll work. I've currently only the front secured so far. Rest of the fort is still missing its defenses, but that is something I'm gonna remedy in between episodes. For now, I would like to get these defenses up and running. I'm gonna take you with me. And the deadfall trap looks a lot different now. It used to be to have some spikes here on the underside of the log. Now it's these kinda rippy looking things. I'm not a fan of it though, to be honest. There we go. Let's get the next ones. One directly in front. The other one, I suppose we could do this way. I have basically the same here. It's not looking as pretty. Then again, you know what? That makes it difficult for the log sled. I'm gonna turn this around. Hang on. If I can, that is. I wish there was a key that would let me turn the other way around. Instead of having to press R over and over again if you do it wrong accidentally. Let's see. Can I do it like this too? Would that work? I suppose. It's getting dark now though. So it's a perfect time for sleeping. Another thing that changed, which is strange to me, is I'm currently carrying 10 rocks, right? Usually when picking up a rock it would just bounce off of me. Now it disappears completely. I'm not sure if that is a bug or intentional, but it looks more like a bug to me. Then again, that would make picking up certain things a little bit easier. Like when you try to pick up a log and it lies directly next to a stick, you would constantly pick up the stick instead of a log. So maybe that is intentional. Okay, let's eat and drink. How the stats looking? Going down, this is staying currently. I need to eat more snickerdoodles. Wait, did I save? No, I did not. Okay. Coast is clear. Let's go build the next few traps here. Ah, Bambi! Stop blocking me! Okay. What the? Stop confusing me. There we go. Looks a bit wild, but who cares as long as it protects us. I think I'm gonna do this on the same here as well. I just have to adjust them right. You have cloth, right? Yes, one cloth. And you, the double-headed one, you have some cloth too. Good. Just what I need. But there it is. Okay. Let's do it like this. And then the next one. Like this. Yeah, that looks okay. Not enough sticks. Oh, woe is me. Good thing the katana is so good at gathering sticks. And one more. And of course the logs. I need 3 more though. So let's turn around. And get us some more. And number 3. Right, last traps. There we go, that's the second layer. I think it's okay like this. Only problem is the front door. If I want to get locks inside, at least for a little while, I can't... let's put that here. I can't really place anything in front of it, because I won't get through with the lock slide anymore. So, until the inside of the fort is done, I'm not gonna fortify anything here. I hear something running. Might be a rabbit. Let's hope it's just one. Just a rabbit. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. They're not coming inside either, so no cannibals here. Which is a good thing. At least I got some building done this way. So, deadfall traps might not work 100% every time, but sometimes at least. And I think the reason why they've changed the looks of the deadfall trap to this ribcage thingy is because it never worked 100% of the time. So maybe with this, it's easier to catch the cannibals. We'll see. We'll see. Other than that, I will continue in between episodes with the defenses. Hopefully getting everything set up. Or at least as much as I can in between. And then next episode, we will go get the climbing axe and the chainsaw. They're both in the same cave after all. And they are, easy to get. First you need to get the climbing axe, and then you can get the chainsaw on the way back. Because that is what you need the climbing axe stand for. Other than that, climbing axe of course is used to progress further in the game. So, after climbing axe in the episode after that, I think I'm gonna go and get the rebreather. But we'll see. We'll see. So, as always, I thank you for watching. The bunnies thank you as well. And if you enjoyed the episode, then why don't you consider to like, share, comment, or subscribe. And I hope I'm going to see you next time. Until then, stay safe.